How many of you have ever been told to be realistic? Maybe you wanted to start a YouTube channel, or get into a top-tier university, or, I don't know, build a colony on Mars. And someone, probably with very good intentions, looked at you and said, "That's great, but let's keep our feet on the ground." Well, Elon Musk didn't just keep his feet on the ground. He decided to reinvent the ground, the cars driving on it, and the rockets leaving it. Today, let's discover the man who sold the world on the future. You know him as the real-life Tony Stark, the richest man on Earth, the guy who posts memes on X, or the person launching Teslas into deep space just because he can. But behind the billion-dollar headlines is a story of a kid who was once so quiet his parents thought he was deaf, and an entrepreneur who, in 2008, was just days away from losing everything. His life is a masterclass in three things: discipline, courage, and an almost insane level of persistence. Today, we'll see how a bullied boy from South Africa became the architect of the future, and what that means for your own journey. Elon Musk's story didn't start in a high-tech lab. It started in a library in Pretoria, South Africa. As a kid, Elon was a massive bookworm. His brother Kimball says Elon would read for 10 hours a day. When he ran out of books in the school library, he read the entire Encyclopedia Britannica. Twice. But life wasn't just about sci-fi novels and encyclopedias. Elon was severely bullied. He was once thrown down a flight of concrete stairs by classmates and beaten so badly, he ended up in the hospital for a week. At home, things weren't much easier. He's described his childhood as a miserable period of emotional survival. But here is the turning point. Instead of letting that pain break him, he used it as fuel. He taught himself computer programming at age 10. By 12, he wrote the code for a video game called Blastar and sold it for $500. Think about that. While most of us at 12 were trying to figure out how to beat a level in a game, he was building the level and selling the product. He learned early on that if you don't like the world you're in, you can build a new one with code and hard work. Fast forward to 2008. This is the moment that defines Elon Musk. He had taken the $180 million he made from selling PayPal, and instead of buying a private island and retiring, he bet it all. He put $100 million into SpaceX, $70 million into Tesla, and $10 million into Solar City. He was literally down to his last cent. SpaceX had failed 3 rocket launches in a row. If the 4th launch failed, the company was dead. Meanwhile, Tesla was hemorrhaging money during the Great Recession. Elon was living on personal loans from friends just to pay his rent. Can you imagine the pressure? Most people would have quit after the second explosion, but Elon's mindset was different. He once said, "Persistence is very important. You should not give up unless you are forced to give up." He didn't give up. The 4th launch was a success. Tesla secured a last-minute investment on Christmas Eve. He snatched victory from the jaws of absolute bankruptcy. He proved that success isn't about avoiding failure, it's about surviving it. So, how does he do it? Is he a genius? Maybe, but he's mostly a machine of self-discipline. Elon is famous for his 5-minute blocks. He breaks his entire day into 5-minute segments to ensure not a single second is wasted. He's been known to work 80 to 100 hours a week for years. He even famously said that when he started his first company, Zip2, he didn't have an apartment. He slept on the office couch and showered at the local YMCA. He also has a weirdly practical side. When someone asked him on Reddit what daily habit has the biggest positive impact on his life, he didn't say meditation or deep work. He simply said, showering. It's a reminder that even when you're trying to save humanity, you've still got to take care of the basics. He's human. He wrecks million-dollar cars. He once crashed an uninsured McLaren while trying to show off to a friend. He makes mistakes. He gets embarrassed when Cybertruck windows break on stage. But he laughs, he pivots, and he keeps going. To understand Elon, you have to look at his philosophy. Let's look at a few of his most famous quotes. He said, "Failure is an option here. If things are not failing, you are not innovating enough." Lesson: if you're playing it so safe that you never mess up, you aren't growing. He said, "When something is important enough, you do it even if the odds are not in your favor." Lesson: don't wait for a sure thing. If you believe in your goal, the risk is worth it. He said, "I think it is possible for ordinary people to choose to be extraordinary." Lesson: greatness isn't a birthright. It's a series of choices you make every morning. He said, "Work like hell. If others are putting in 40 hours and you're putting in 100, you'll achieve in 4 months what takes them a year." Lesson: there are no shortcuts to the top. He said, "I don't ever give up. I'd have to be dead or completely incapacitated." Lesson: this is the mindset of a winner, period. So, why does this matter to you? You're 15, 18, 22. You're at the age where the world starts telling you to settle down or be realistic. But look at Elon. He was a bullied kid with a broken nose who decided he wanted to go to Mars. He didn't get there because he was lucky. He got there because he had the discipline to study physics until his head hurt, the courage to go broke for his dreams, and the persistence to keep building rockets even when the first 3 blew up in his face. Your Mars might be a degree, a business, or a creative project. Whatever it is, remember, the only way to truly fail is to stop trying. Be the person who chooses to be extraordinary. Work like hell. And for heaven's sake, don't forget to take a shower. The future is waiting. Go build it.